Our first story takes us straight to the politics of Rajasthan. Developments happening though in Delhi. At the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, we have breaking news coming in as Mallikarjun Kharge meets with Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa, the AICC Rajasthan Congress in charge. Remember, just 2 days ago we saw Sachin Pilot, one of the two tall leaders in the state of Rajasthan, sit on a fast. He was fasting against what he said were allegations of corruption against the BJP. But his fast was largely looked at as a show of strength and protest against the sitting chief minister in the state, Ashok Gehlot. Now, as we speak, Kharge is in a meeting with the Rajasthan Congress in charge. As we said already, his name is Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa, and it's important to note that Randhawa had, right before Pilot went on that fast, the night before, Randhawa had put out a statement in which it had been very clear that the Rajasthan Congress and their support was behind the current sitting chief minister. By throwing their support behind him, they were also issuing a very clear message to Sachin Pilot. Now, Sachin Pilot obviously went ahead with that protest yesterday. My colleague Shireen is, as we speak, present on the ground to bring us more context. Shireen, bring our audiences up to date, please. We saw that statement come in from Randhawa before Pilot went into his protest. Yesterday and day before yesterday, what have we seen are the movements of both Pilot and Randhawa, who knew that after his statement coming out, Pilot had anyway decided to go ahead with his protest. How have the two moved? They've both come down to Delhi in the last few hours. Bring us context.
Well, as far as movement at Sachin Pilot's residence is concerned, or movement by Sachin Pilot is concerned, there has been no movement as such. Since yesterday, he is in fact stationed in the national capital. There were in fact talks about him meeting the Congress president, but at the moment, there has been no appointment or no schedule where Sachin Pilot will be meeting the Congress president. But as far as the Rajasthan Congress in charge is concerned, Sukhjinder Randhawa, he is having a very busy day because since morning, he has already met KC Venugopal, who's also an MP from Rajasthan, Rajya Sabha MP from Rajasthan. Both of them later went to Rahul Gandhi's residence as well. For about an hour, the meeting went on. Now, this is very crucial because so far we have seen that in this new infighting between Gehlot and Sachin Pilot after the hunger strike, we have not seen any statement or any sort of involvement as far as the Gandhi family are concerned. But now Rahul Gandhi has got involved. There was in fact about an hour meeting where KC Venugopal along with the Rajasthan in charge Sukhjinder Randhawa were present in this meeting. Now, once the meeting was over at Rahul Gandhi's residence, both of them have now reached the Congress president's residence, which is 10 Rajaji Marg. So now Mallikarjun Kharge will be having a detailed meeting with the Rajasthan in charge Randhawa. Now, yesterday it was only a half-an-hour meeting with the Congress president where the Rajasthan in charge have presented his side, who all were present in this hunger strike, what were the kind of statements that were made by Sachin Pilot in this particular hunger strike, whether this is in fact anti-party or not. All this, of course, will be decided here. And after which, of course, the final decision will be left at the Congress president's hands, whether there will be an action initiated or not. But as the Rajasthan Congress in charge, Randhawa maintains that there should in fact be an action that will be in fact initiated against Sachin Pilot. What is that going to be? Will it be a severe, kind of a punishment? Will it be a suspension, or will it be a mere show cause notice? Because considering how the Karnataka elections are just around the corner, it seems that the Congress party doesn't really want to make any knee-jerk reaction to the kind of situation that is happening. They probably want to hush down the infighting that is happening in Rajasthan. So, of course, we have to see what is going to be the situation, because at the moment Congress is in fact in a very soup sort of a situation where they have to, whether action will be initiated or not is something that we have to wait and watch for. But this is a very crucial meeting that is going on at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Once the meeting is over, a decision will be taken by the Congress president as far as Sachin Pilot is concerned.
Okay, Shireen, just stay with us. We'll go over to our colleague Pallavi Ghosh, who's also with us live on this story. Pallavi, as we've been covering this story, one of the things you've highlighted is that this is a situation the Congress has seen multiple times in its past. Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, currently in Karnataka, a few months ago in Punjab, we've seen similar versions of this where senior leaders battle it out in the state. We've seen it play out again and again. Can you just tell our audiences right now, in terms of posts within the Congress in the state and in terms of what movements they can make, what options does the Central Congress leadership realistically have to settle this debate before the Rajasthan elections a few months away?
So that's the problem. There really are very few options. So one option, of course, is that Ashok Gehlot has his way and Sachin Pilot is eased out and a disciplinary action notice is given against him. And a disciplinary action means you get some time to explain yourself. It's usually a show cause notice, and if the party is satisfied with his answer, he stays. And if they're dissatisfied, then of course he may be suspended. But we are looking at elections in November, and Sachin Pilot is someone not just restricted to Rajasthan. He's someone who has been campaigning for the party elsewhere. So there are important state elections coming up, but most important is the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Can the party afford to send out the message that we don't want Sachin Pilot to be in the Congress party, because there are many areas of problem over there. The problem over here is one, he says that he took up the issue of corruption of the Vasundhara Raje Scindia government. We all know that Rahul Gandhi has made the corruption, what he calls of Adani's, as the epicenter of his electoral slogan till 2024. So then the question will be asked is that why are you being selective about corruption cases? The second thing is that Sachin Pilot is a younger leader, someone who was very much a part of Rahul Gandhi's coterie, and all those who've left the party, whether it's been a Hemanta Biswa Sarma or whether it's been Jitin Prasad, they've all blamed him in the exit. Over here, despite the fact that we have Mr. Kharge as a Congress president, it's very clear that Rahul Gandhi is also calling the shots, because if he wasn't, then you would be having the state in charge and K.C. Venugopal, the organization secretary, actually going across to meet Rahul Gandhi. So whatever decision is going to be taken regarding the exit of Sachin Pilot is going to reflect very, very poorly on Rahul Gandhi, and I don't think they would want that risk to be taken. So the first option is you let Gehlot completely have his way, but I pointed out, Toya, the problems therein. The second option is you try and placate both of them. You make them issue a statement where Sachin Pilot says that, my fight is not against Gehlot, my fight is only to weed out corruption of the Vasundhara Raje Scindia government. That is the most amicable option which is there. Whether that's possible, whether both the sides are going to listen to it, I think that's going to be the real challenge, because believe it or not, Toya, that's exactly what is happening. No one is listening to a top leadership.
Pallavi, can you also tell us a little bit more about that chief ministerial position? Pilot is someone who we know has been waiting in the wings for years now, almost a decade. Tell me, what happens to that? Do we at all expect the senior leadership to, at least internally, address that question? Because that's also a question that's just a few months away.
Well, we've got 6 months left to go for elections, and even if he becomes the CM for argument's sake, what's the point? Because you become a lamed up government just 1.5 to 2 months back before elections, which I think going to be in November, which means by September it becomes a lamed up government. And those who are close to Sachin Pilot say that a delay has already been made. No one listens to you. The administration doesn't listen to you. You cannot take any decisions. All big ticket the decisions with an eye on elections have already been taken by Ashok Gehlot. I think the compromise formula which the Pilot camp would want to work out is, one, don't declare Gehlot as a CM phase, which the party is already making it clear they're not going to. Second, you send out a message to the cadre that Sachin Pilot will lead in case the Congress party comes back to power in Rajasthan.
Okay, Pallavi, thank you for bringing us that context. Pallavi and Shireen both remain on the ground, bringing us updates as that meeting takes place.